Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own stand for the Onewheel Pint or XR. My old stand works great for the XR, but for the Pint it's just a little bit too high and the board doesn't lean like it should. So I'm going to make some modifications today and see what we get. First things first, you're going to want to go to the hardware store and grab yourself 4 3-inch leg bolts and then also 4 1-inch fender washers. You're also going to need drill bits, a drive adapter with a socket for the leg bolts, a carpenter's pencil, a tape measure, and glue. For power tools, you're going to want a miter saw, and then a battery powered drill or a corded drill. If you don't have access to a miter saw, you can always go to Home Depot and have them cut the pieces for you. Now the palm sander isn't required, but I do recommend it if you don't want to get any splinters or cuts down the road. So this is the bottom of the board, and you're going to have 4 marks that you're going to make. The bottom ones are going to be 1 inch up and 2 inches in for each mark. The middle ones are going to be 6 inches up and 2 inches in for each mark. Now you're going to take your spade bit and you're going to want to countersink the spade bit about a 1/2 inch so that the bolt head sits flush on the bottom of this piece and doesn't cause any wobbling. Now here I like to just eye up my marks because when you're using these drill bits sometimes they move on you and it might not be exactly where you had measured. So this way I just eye it up and I know it's in the ballpark of where it needs to be. And now I'm going to do my cross marks, which are 3/4 inches in, which is dead center of that board. And you're going to use your drill bit and pre-drill because you do not want to split that wood when you're running the leg bolts. And now I'm going to take my leg bolts and fender washers and start them on the front of this board here and have it so they're just poking through on the other side just a little bit so that you have a good reference point for when you're putting that front piece on. So now you're going to take your wood glue and do a nice even bead down the middle of the board. And then after you tighten it down to the base piece, you're going to want to take a shop rag and wipe off any excess glue. So here I'm using my battery drill to start the leg bolts, but as you can see it's not powerful enough to fully run those screws. So I ended up using a ratchet and just hand ratcheting and tightening the bolts down that way. So now I'm going to do the same method for the middle piece. Alright, so now it's all assembled. I'm just going to get rid of any glue and make sure everything looks okay. And here are both the new stands. And as you can see, the Pint is leaning just like it should. So you're going to want to grab your stain, your brush, and your shop rag. I like to use the stain poly mixture. It works fine for these applications, and I really don't need anything too fancy for this. So when you're staining, you want to make sure you have nice even coverage, you don't have any excess stain anywhere, and that your brush strokes are always going in the same direction as the wood. new stand, stained up. As you can see, the Pint one's a little bit shorter than the XR. I'm going to be giving away this XR stand to one of my viewers, and I apologize, if you live outside of US, you're going to have to pay for shipping. But in order to be eligible, please like this video, subscribe to my page, and comment below. And on Wednesday, the 8th, I will pick the winner. Thanks for watching, and have a great year.